The lion so powerful, he going and get 2 introduction because we need PDZ 1486. I need you to move your car, please. Emergency. PDZ 1486 coming to open the button. A man who's been involved in politics for over 40 years. A man who believes in labor, believes in the downtrodden, who works hard to provide housing and opportunities for all people. I bring to you former minister, former leader of government business, the Honorable Roodal Moonilal.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Senator Anil Roberts, for that energized welcome. Brothers and sisters assembled here in your thousands at Naparima, give yourselves a round of applause. I want to begin by telling you there are about 3 times as much people outside this hall than inside this hall at this time. Some of us were running late because the coming here is enormous traffic. Not only the cars, but the people on the roads, on the pavement, on the corridors. Enormous people assembled and citizens, supporters. Let us hear a roar for the United National Congress. Political leader, the Honorable Kamla Prasad Bisesa, and Dr. Gregory Bisesa, parliamentary colleagues, members of the executive, candidates, officers of our party, supporters of our party, supporters of the PP, supporters of the Oilfield Workers Trade Union and other trade unions in our coalition this evening. I want to recognize all of you and to greet you. Our friends, our family, our activists in the United States, Canada, CARICOM region, North America, and Europe listening to us tonight. We can feel it in our bones. Victory is ours. And in a few short days to come, this President, Christine Kangaloo, will have to generate a call to the Member of Parliament for Siparia to invite her to take the oath of office as Prime Minister of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. My brothers and sisters, the writing is on the wall. The PNM will fall. The writing is on the wall. The PNM will fall. No amount of election gimmicks and mamagai will help them this time. None. You hear Stuart Young, the Prime Minister for a day. He was Prime Minister for a day and dissolved the Parliament. That's the only thing he do, he dissolved the Parliament. Brothers and sisters, after 9.5 years of incompetence, inefficiency, wastage, corruption, they're talking now about creating a Ministry of Efficiency. You ever hear rubbish like that? When we were in office, Kamla Prasad Bisesa, Tim Gopi saying, we built 100 schools. The Ministry of Education was a Ministry of Efficiency. When we were there, Jolene John, myself, we gave out 100 homes per week. The Ministry of Housing was a Ministry of Efficiency. When we were there, we built 9 police stations. The Ministry of National Security was a Ministry of Efficiency. We built 4 hospitals and started 2 more because the Ministry of Health was a Ministry of Efficiency. We don't need a Ministry of Efficiency. Under a UNC government, every ministry is a Ministry of Efficiency. And we did all of that because we had men and women of competence, men and women of skills and expertise. We didn't have Fitzgerald Hines. You know they moved Fitzgerald Hines, huh? The most incompetent minister this country ever see. They move him. They put him in the office of the Prime Minister. I understand his office is a broom closet. And in the closet with him is 2 mop, a broom, and a Clorox. They put him in a broom closet in the office of the Prime Minister. hiding them away from the people. But you must remember 5,000 murders over 9.5 years under Hines, Stuart Young, and Rowley. Don't forget that. Saddam told you recently they took your taxpayers' money. You cannot get insulin in the hospital. They take thousands of dollars to buy FET tickets for a P&M FET. Brothers and sisters, you remember that? Remember that. Today, I want to tell you quickly about a major scandal that has erupted in this country. You know, over the years, Rowley and Stuart Young and so on used to accuse members of the UNC of having gang friends and criminal friends and all them kind of thing. Did you see a headline in the Sunday Express? Look, I have the whole big Express here. Look at here. Secret deals and dirty money. This is a headline in the Sunday Express. This headline, I don't have time to read the article for you, but this speaks to the involvement of a high government official with very notorious, allegedly criminal elements across the continents of Europe, North America, and elsewhere. A minister, an official of government linked to notorious characters in deals. Do you know a few minutes ago, just about 2 hours ago, a minister of government by the name of Adrian Lyons, he is the Minister of Housing. He issued a statement. He said, in case all you're wondering, it's me. He said, in case all you're wondering, it's me. I am that person. Minister Lyons was handpicked by Stuart Young. His first job was appointing a cabinet. Stuart Young knew of the alleged involvement between Minister Lyons and others. He knew of that. He was on the National Security Council, and he appointed him Minister of Housing. That speaks of a treasonable level of judgment. His judgment could be, you could accuse his judgment of treason. That Stuart Young, in 24 hours, he was Prime Minister with the Parliament. He appointed a man who he knew there were serious allegations. I cast no aspersions on Minister Lyons. I don't know. Left or right, I don't know. But I know what I read, and I read what he said. And he said, it is me. I formed a partnership, a deal with an individual who he says he later discovered that law enforcement had identified that person. That speaks to Stuart Young. He has no judgment if he can put persons like this in the cabinet of Trinidad and Tobago. He has none. Camille Robinson-Regis, the Attorney General now, the Attorney General, she knew of it. He was a junior minister. In September 2023, he registered a company to make money. You are Minister of Government. You cannot be involved in any business at all. Your business is the people, the cabinet. You park up your business when you become a minister. You know, Lyons registered a company with a character in England. When he said, well, I do that because I needed an address and I didn't have none. And then he said, 94-year-old grandmother live in England, so you couldn't use grandma address. You could have used grandma address, she lived there. But he's now trying to tell you he didn't know nothing about that. But Stuart Young knew, Camille knew. She ought to know that her junior minister was in business. Tonight I ask whether Adrian Lyons declared to the Integrity Commission, that company, whether he declared it to the Integrity Commission, and failure to do that is a breach of the Integrity in Public Life Act. Failure to do that. And the Integrity Commission must investigate that matter. And Camille, you are the Attorney General. You knew that. You knew what he was doing. They say she went recently, yesterday or day before, and she paid up she dues, she lawyer dues, Anil. $47,000 plus 10, $57,000. She paid in cash? I don't know. Did she make a withdrawal from Republic Bank to pay the judiciary? Was it in cash? But the lawyers, as Saddam will remind you, and other lawyers, brilliant UNC lawyers here, will tell you that they are entities for the Financial Intelligence Unit, and the law is concerned with what is called source of funds for attorneys at law. So tonight we ask Camille, where you get the money from? You withdraw it from Republic Bank this time again? It wasn't in cash. You pay with the credit card, you pay in cash. How did you pay that? Overnight, $57,000, brothers and sisters. And Leonce will not get off the hook. He's the Minister of Housing. You all understand how fascinating this man is? He says since 2023, he had a feeling he's not going back. So he wanted to start business because he thought he's not going back. And he registered a company for business. He wanted to get back into construction, engineering, and so on. And then he discovered that the fellow who he registered business, the fellow is a little shaky. He says, see me, I done with that. Throw away that company. These are fellows who run in your country, my country. We cannot have that, brothers and sisters. So for this election, April 28, we have to mobilize. I call upon you. Mobilize your home. Mobilize your street. Mobilize your village. Mobilize your community. Mobilize your society. And come out overwhelmingly and vote for the United National Congress. When the UNC wins, everybody wins. When the UNC wins, everybody wins. Brothers and sisters, we'll have much more to say in the coming days, but I want to remind you, do not take Mama Guy from these people. They are coming down to the end. They are coming down to the end of their term. They are desperate. They will come back and talk about the UNC term and what we do and what we didn't do. As Philip Watts told us the other night, we are taking that tonight. We're not taking that. The UNC served for 5 long years. We built hospitals, community centers, schools, universities. When you drive this country, everything you see of major infrastructure is the United National Congress. Everything, everything. Everything, man. When you are in San Fernando, this is San Fernando. I born and grew up in San Fernando. I never come to Naparima, but I born and grew up here. I knew how to come Naps one day, to talk. So brothers and sisters, San Fernando, the last time San Fernando had a major development project was the San Fernando Teaching Hospital by up on the promenade there, high up. That's the last major project. 10 years now they're talking about a waterfront project, a stone throw away from here. If you go there now, you see 2 stray dogs and a crapo. Grass growing on the highway. Fellas just come out in the evening to play small goal on the highway. They have done nothing. Faris Alwari moves around with a big towel in the pocket and pump up chests and so on. Talk about the waterfront project. There is no waterfront project. Nothing has happened. The same fella who's selling bake, a buljol, a fry egg, and Milo, he's still there now and he was there 40 years ago. There is no development in San Fernando, no facilities. Look what we did. We built a hospital in San Fernando, and we were not the MPs and so on then, not all. We didn't have everything then. So brothers and sisters, I want you to remember, tell your family, your friends, when the UNC wins, everybody wins. We built sporting facilities. We built it all. Today they are getting desperate. Saddam told you about the Fed tickets. There's another letter circulating, on Plipdeco, in which the chairman of Plipdeco it is alleged, I think is a woman, she's telling people, push projects, do this project, do that project, because we have to make the PNM look good. They are saying the letter is fake, but how we know the letter is fake? They sell PNM ticket, they buy PNM ticket and telling me the letter fake. They are party group, Plipdeco, and tonight we want to call them out. Their time is limited, it's coming to an end, and they must resist the temptation to do the dirty work of the PNM. On that note, I want to remind you, brothers and sisters, that the security infrastructure has also collapsed. The fire services, if you go to Mayaro, we built a brand new fire station there. I don't have a single fire brigade, nothing there, nothing. If you go to Pinal, brand new fire station, not a single working fire appliance. If something happens to people in Mayaro, where the fire truck coming from? Where? It has to come from Arima to go Mayaro. That is the sorry state that we exist today. So brothers and sisters, our message tonight is clear. We must vote for the United National Congress. All candidates of the UNC, all candidates of the People's Empowerment Party, all candidates of the Coalition of Interest, we must vote for them to have an overwhelming victory at the polls. Long live the United National Congress. Long live the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Long live Mrs. Kamala Prasad Bisesa. Thank you and God bless you.